Right now at 6 on Connecticut's news station, a recall for Borhead deli meats expands to include millions of pounds of food. We're live outside of a grocery store with what you need to know to avoid getting sick.
Breaking news this morning, police have arrested a person who they believe took a man's life in a shooting. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin will have the details that just came in from police.
And no deal. A man accused of murdering his girlfriend 5 years ago turns down a plea agreement, sending his case to trial.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. Thanks so much for starting it off here with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Yes, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're going to start with the forecast on a rainy morning as we get over to meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli. My ride into work had everything. There's sometimes where it's clear, sometimes downpouring, and it seemed to switch every minute.
Yeah, rain back in the forecast today. Occasional showers, occasional downpours out there too. It's not going to be raining the whole day, but when it rains, it could potentially pour and even see some rumbles of thunder, or at least hear some rumbles of thunder too. Right now on our satellite and radar, we have numerous, or at least various areas across the state that are dealing with some rain. Also towards the Brass-City this morning, also towards Naugatuck, Waterbury, Wolcott, Southington, dealing with a brief downpour. And then up towards northwestern and northern Connecticut, towards Windsor, Enfield, pushing out there along 91, pushing into Springfield now, some light shower activity. So you'll see occasional showers throughout the day today, an increase in a thunderstorm activity later on, but it is just incredibly muggy out there this morning. Very warm conditions now, and overall just damp out there too. It's almost that air that you can wear. Temperatures right now 72 degrees in Torrington, 78 in New Haven, 76 degrees in Windsor Locks, where it's not raining. It's mostly cloudy. I think we'll see some limited sunshine today. There may be some brief pops later on, but we'll watch for those isolated thunderstorms towards the afternoon and into the evening, with temperatures not as hot as yesterday, making it into the lower 80s later on, getting as high as around 79 degrees in Torrington. Where we go from here, your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. On the roads this morning, most of the road work has wrapped up for your morning commute as of 6:02 this morning. So we'll take a live look outside over in Waterbury. We do have that wet roads out there in some locations this morning, although fog not a huge issue. We'll continue to watch that as the morning progresses. Your drive times through Waterbury this morning, 25 to 18. It's 5 minutes east and westbound 84, southbound Route 8, Seymour to Shelton, a nice 6-minute drive. Live look outside in a blurry New Haven, where you're traveling no issues on 91 South, New Haven to the I-95 connector. Tim and Erica, a 2-minute drive.
Well, thank you. We do have new details this morning about a deadly shooting in Hartford. We now know the name of the man who died, as well as the man whom police say pulled the trigger.
Yeah, the shooting happened on Garden Street last night. Fox 61's police, Brooke Griffin is live at police headquarters with the latest from investigators. Brooke, what can you tell us this morning?
Well, Hartford police have now told us that 43-year-old Randy Gunn is the victim in this shooting. They've also now arrested a suspect. That's 53-year-old Arnold Marcus. He is being held on a $2 million bond this morning. He is currently in jail, and he's facing charges of both murder and criminal possession of a firearm. Investigators tell us they received 911 calls and a shot spotter notification for shots fired on Garden Street. That was just after 7 o'clock last night. When they arrived, they say they found Randy Gunn with several gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where he died from those injuries. Police say they found video that shows the shooter and the victim get into a pretty loud verbal argument before the gun was pulled out. They say it appears that the two already know each other. Officers later located an unoccupied car with a license plate that matched the one that had fled the scene. Marcus was found nearby and determined to be the shooter by police. He was arrested and will face a judge this week. This is the 11th homicide in Hartford this year. That's half the number of killings the capital city had at this same point last year, when we were only sitting at 21 cases. Now, of course, this story is still developing. We are still hoping to learn more from police, get those details, find out why exactly this happened. And as this develops and we learn more, we'll get that out to you. Live in Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much for the update there.
Yeah.
Oh, a man accused of killing the mother of his child in Ansonia back in 2019 is now heading to trial. Jose Morales appearing in court yesterday. He has been behind bars for nearly 5 years for the death of Christine Holloway. Prosecutors and Morales' lawyers had been working to reach a plea deal, but that didn't materialize. Holloway's sister-in-law speaking to Fox 61 about the next steps.
Myself and the family are content with going to trial. because now we can prove that Jose committed the crime, and there will be justice for my sister-in-law, Christine.
Now, since Holloway's death, their daughter, little Vanessa, has been missing. Nobody has been charged in connection with her disappearance. Ansonia police say that they will never stop searching for Vanessa. And this morning in Milford, another delay in the case of a man accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend with an axe. A judge continuing the case of 44-year-old Ewan DeWitt until September 10th. He's facing charges in connection to the 2022 death of Julie Minogue. That case has been delayed for months while psych reports are being prepared. An attorney for Minogue's family tells us those psych reports are now complete.
Do you recognize these two people? If so, the New Haven police want to hear from you. That's because officers said those two robbed the M&T Bank at the Stop and Shop on Whaley Avenue. They said it happened yesterday around noon. Police said the two gave a teller demanding a note demanding money, and then got away with some cash. Now, if you saw this happen, or if you think you know who those two people are, please call the New Haven Police Department. Well, more bad news for Borhead this morning. That company has now expanded its recall to include 7 million more pounds of deli meats and other products that have all been tied to a listeria outbreak.
And this follows last week's major recall. Fox 61's Angela Bavaro is joining us live right outside the Stop and Shop in Manchester with what everyone needs to know. Angela, good morning.
Erica, Tim, good morning. So take this as your alert to go through your fridge, throw out any of those products you may have in your fridge, and also be aware as you hit up any grocery stores this morning. Now, the new recall includes 71 items, we're talking, that were made between May 10th and July 29th. These were under the Borhead names and the Old Country brand names as well. Now, those new items, they include deli meats as well as some packaged meat and poultry products sold in stores. Those include liverwurst, ham, beef, salami, bologna, and other products made at the firm's Jarrett, Virginia plant. Those recalls are tied to an ongoing outbreak of listeria poisoning that the CDC says has killed 2 people and sickened nearly 3 dozen in 13 states. Symptoms to look out for. Those include fever, muscle aches, tiredness, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions. And those symptoms, important to note, can happen quickly or up to 10 weeks after eating that bad food.
This is really an illness of immunocompromised people. So if you're over 65, if you're immunocompromised, if you're pregnant, those are the people that are really, or perhaps a small child, you are truly at risk.
Now, the investigation into what caused that outbreak, that is still ongoing this morning. The recalled products have a sell-by dates ranging from July 29th to October 17th. Now, a spokesperson for Stop and Shop tells us that they did temporarily close their delis yesterday. That was to deep clean and sanitize and also remove any of the affected product and also any other open deli meats and cheeses. For a full list of the recalled products, you can find this story on the homepage of our website, that is fox61.com. You're live in Manchester this morning. I'm Angelo Bavar, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.